Hi, I'm Jeff, and this is a moldy shower. And in a matter of minutes, you'll discover why this shower is the secret to your getting great timeshare exchanges. Watch this presentation until the end, and you'll also discover the number one killer when it comes to getting the exchange you want and why you must avoid this at all costs. Now, this is a mistake even pros make, and it will ruin your chance for success. A backdoor secret previously known to only those on the inside that lets you avoid waiting for months just to get confirmed, and a sneaky and ethical way to trick RCI or II into giving you the highest priority exchange possible. Now, I can't tell you how long I'll keep this presentation online or how long it'll be free of charge, so watch this right now while you still can. Now, you may think that you've tried it all or seen it all when it comes to getting a great exchange with RCI or II. Well, I promise, these tips and solutions will astonish you. And one tip in particular will totally shock you. It's my absolute favorite. Yet I can guarantee that you've never seen anything like what I'm about to reveal to you today. Remember, I'm about to share with you how to quickly get fantastic exchanges without waiting months to be confirmed and with just one phone call, and even more little-known tips so you can enjoy your timeshare vacations to their fullest. First, I feel the need to share a story with you that, frankly, makes me look like an idiot when it comes to my experience in exchanging timeshares. You'll see why I was reluctant to even include this story in about a minute, so stay with me. Deal? Here's what's funny to me. Because I've been in the timeshare industry for so many years, I get comments like, "Well, you were probably always a timeshare exchange expert," while in fact, I was the exact opposite. And I remember this as it were yesterday, June 4th, 2002. It was a gorgeous sunny day with a warm breeze blowing through my hair as I drove in a convertible with the top down. I was wearing my favorite, most comfortable shorts my wife had bought for me, a Tommy Bahama shirt, sandals, and sunglasses. I was with my beautiful wife of 7 years. We had just landed on the island of Kauai, Hawaii, and were on our way to our timeshare resort 30 miles north in the town of Princeville. And I was really excited because after 2 previous trips to Maui, I had finally convinced her to go to my favorite island, Kauai, for our 7th anniversary. Now, the story you're about to hear is pretty bad in places, but this is the experience that led me from being like the average timeshare owner, settling for whatever mediocre exchange they gave me, to being a timeshare exchange expert. And I think you want that too. And it simply wasn't going to get any better unless I took action, and I did, just like you're about to today. Now, despite knowing this, I guess I didn't feel it deep enough as I needed to experience one really embarrassing, horrific event to really get me on the path to unraveling the secrets to the exchange process once and for all. So after passing one gorgeous resort after another, my stomach dropped when I saw the plain, small building that was the main office. After checking in, we drove to our condo thinking, how bad could it be? I mean, just look at this beautiful place. And then my worst fear came true. No sooner had we walked in the condo than we realized our romantic anniversary getaway was ruined. Just then, my wife called me to come and take a look at this awful bathroom, and I couldn't believe it when I saw this horrible old toilet and moldy shower. My heart sank as I watched the joyful anticipation on my bride's face turn to a look of utter disappointment. I felt like a total loser, like someone who couldn't be trusted to even make a simple exchange, let alone plan a romantic anniversary trip. And worst of all, I was now witnessing the anger building on my wife's face like a cartoon character turning red with steam blowing out of their ears. Right then and there, I made a vow to myself. I will get this timeshare exchange thing figured out or I will die trying. I swore I'd take advantage of my connections at RCI and II to pick the brains of the top pros to discover the secrets of how each system really worked. And armed with that information, I made a commitment to personally dissect 1,000 of my own clients' exchanges to see what was really going on. I ended up formulating a step-by-step blueprint that I followed, and thousands of others have also followed, that can create massive success in exchanging your timeshare. Today, I'm going to share it with you and save you the hassles and years of effort it took me to hone the system into perfection, so keep watching. Keep in mind that even though today I've been very successful helping folks like you overcome all of the frustrations of doing a timeshare exchange, I'm exactly like you are in so many ways. I just happened to figure out a really simple step-by-step formula for the average person like you and me to see massive results when it comes to getting great exchanges. This is a formula designed with you in mind and tailored for folks like us who demand more. You'll have extreme and total confidence along with the ability to get the exchange you really want, when you want, and best of all, with just one phone call. This is the system I've used to be able to book 5 exchange weeks back-to-back in Europe 2 years in a row, along with yearly exchanges to Marriott, Westin, and other top resorts in Hawaii. And it's the same exact system I'll be sharing with you today so you can finally experience the results like these for yourself. I'm going to reveal 3 key components to my system within this presentation, so keep watching. Yet before I do, I need to let you in on what your real problem with exchanging is today. This is the invisible villain behind why you can't get the exchanges you want, and it's keeping you from achieving success. The hidden reason behind your struggle with your exchange request is the fault of RCI and II and not your fault. So please stop beating yourself up with your challenges with exchanging your timeshare. The sad fact is that you've been unknowingly lied to for years when it comes to getting the exchange you want. And these lies are the reason you've been let down in the past. I mean, you may have heard or perhaps even believed at one point one of the lies that really makes me angry, that you have to own in a Four Seasons or a Ritz-Carlton to get the exchange that you really desire. I mean, what a load of nonsense. Please, if you've ever believed this, stop right now. I'll explain why in a moment. Just know this, countless other smart men and women have fallen victim to this rather clever lie, yet you have to lay it aside right now. I mean, if you don't, you'll never enjoy the biggest benefit of owning a timeshare. You'll either end up going to your home resort every year, accepting a 2-star resort wherever your exchange network decides you can go, or even worse, end up losing your week after paying your maintenance fee. And you may even give up altogether and sell your timeshare for pennies on the dollar. We both want more for you than this, right? Of course, so keep watching. Another of the timeshare industry's most prevalent lies has to be that not available means that you'll never get that exchange. And that's just nowhere near the truth. If you're like the majority of timeshare exchangers that have been victimized by this completely inaccurate lie, then you need to hear the truth now. Because if you don't, you'll find yourself lowering your expectations just trying to find something, anything that's available, or hang up the phone never to call back believing nothing is ever available. And you may even decide that the whole thing is a scam, that the exchange just doesn't work. Listen, this is not what I want for you, and I know it's not what you desire for yourself. Now here's another one of the lies told by unethical salespeople that angered me the most, that exchanging your timeshare is as simple as booking a hotel room. When you find out how this lie got started, you'll really be steaming. If you're one of the millions that have fallen victim to this lie, then you need to decide now to accept the truth, because if you don't, you'll be approaching the exchange process completely wrong. You'll end up frustrated because you won't understand why it's not working. And you may even decide that buying your timeshare was the biggest financial mistake you ever made. I think that we can both agree that this is not in your best interest, and besides, I desire more for you. And this is the reason your struggle with exchanging is not your fault. Blame the unethical or uneducated timeshare salesman. The lies that these unscrupulous salespeople tell about exchanging timeshares are so clever, so convincing, that they fool the smartest of us, including me. I fell for all of these lies for years. The truth is, booking a hotel room is very different than doing a timeshare exchange. Unlike booking a last-minute hotel room, you should never wait to bank your week until you know where it is you want to go. I'll explain why in just a moment, so keep watching. This commonly held misconception came about by salespeople not understanding the real process of exchanging and wanting to make the exchange process seem as easy as possible in order to make more sales. So now that you know just one of the problems, that your ability to get the exchanges you want has been held back for years due to these lies, let's dive into the 3 tips I have for you today. These exact tips were my personal exchange goldmine, putting me on the road to the success I have today, and you soon will have. Just remember, I'll be sharing my most important life-changing tip last. It's called Part 2 of the Impossible Request, so keep watching until the end. Now, tip number 1 may seem too simple to even be called a tip, but don't be fooled. It's just one of the things you can do to either supercharge your exchange power or destroy it. About the only advice RCI and II give regarding exchanging is bank early and request early. Good advice, but they don't explain the why behind it. And once you understand that, you'll be on the road to getting the exchanges you want. Now, the reason you want to bank your week as far in advance as possible is because the earlier you bank your week, the more exchange power you enjoy. Because if I bank my week even 1 minute before you, everything else being equal, I have more exchange power than you. Plus, now stay with me on this because it's going to sound a little counterintuitive, but as I mentioned, you don't have to know where you want to go in order to bank your week. Okay, see, you only really need to know that you're not going to be going back to your home resort for your next vacation. I mean, if you know that, then bank your week as far in advance as possible and decide later where you want to exchange to. I can't emphasize too greatly how essential this first simple tip is to your exchange success. And when coupled with the next 2, you'll be on the road to dominating the exchange process. So here's tip 2. It's the first part of what I call the impossible request. Now, once you've banked your week, avoid at all costs not putting in your exchange request within 24 hours. Now, again, just hang in there with me, guys, because I'm about to reveal one of timeshare's littlest known and most effective exchange secrets. Now, most people quite naturally believe that you must know when and where you want to go in order to put in an exchange request. However, this isn't true. Here's what will happen if you do avoid putting in a request within 24 hours of banking your week. You will severely limit your exchange power and never get into the best resorts. Now, here's the insider secret of how to do this. If you don't know where or when you want to go for vacation, just request the nicest ski resort for Christmas or New Year's just to get the exchange process started. Now, in RCI, the St. James Place in Beaver Creek is a good bet, and in II, the Hyatt Grand Aspen is another. Now, the people who own those weeks paid upwards of $100,000 or more and never give them up. And that's why I call this an impossible request. RCI and II call this an ongoing or pending request. Just doing this one tip will increase your exchange power and give you a higher exchange priority, plus allow you easier access to the best resorts because you started your request so early. Now, I'll be revealing part 2 of the impossible request that ties it all together in just a moment, so just keep watching. Now, just picture it. By making this one simple change, along with some of the others I'll be sharing with you today, you'll have supreme confidence in your ability for your friends and family to wake up in the one resort you never thought you'd be able to exchange into, feeling like a billionaire. And that's not all. You'll look forward to doing this again every year and traveling all over the world in luxury and style. Your friends and colleagues will be stunned when they see you effortlessly achieving the most fabulous timeshare exchanges when they still act as if exchanging a timeshare is more difficult than winning the lottery. It's amazing that you can experience all of these benefits just by placing an impossible request within 24 hours of banking your week, rather than waiting until you know where you want to go. And it's about to get even better because now I'll be sharing my most vital tip when it comes to becoming a master at getting the exact exchanges you want. Now, warning, without using this tip, you can forget about those other tips I just shared with you. This tip is that crucial. Now, this simple tip is the crux to the exchange equation. One more key to being able to go where you want, when you want, and with just one phone call. This tip actually forces you to take the dream vacations you never thought possible. This is the second and most vital part of the impossible request, and it's used by virtually every successful timeshare exchanger, whether they know it or not. And by the way, I'd say that less than 5% of timeshare exchangers know the secret. So if you want to be an exchange rock star, then use this tip no matter what. When you go to make a request, your exchange network is going to look at 7 criteria, 2 of which I've already mentioned, banking and requesting in advance, that determine your exchange power and the likelihood of your request being confirmed. Now don't worry, I'm keeping this part super simple. When making a request, most people give up when told their request is not available or start a pending request that day and wait for their confirmation. However, if you followed my first tip of banking early, you already have an existing request called the impossible request. And that request was time-stamped ages ago, and here's the big secret. Never cancel that original impossible request. Instead, when you do know exactly where it is you really want to go, simply add those resorts to your already existing request. And as if by magic, the exchange system timestamps your added request all the way back to your original impossible request date, giving you the leverage over anyone requesting the same thing after you. So my system takes advantage of both banking early, followed in a specific way, and this is vital, it can't be however you want, with the impossible request. The result? You get that impossible exchange into your dream resort. Because you placed your original request so early, you leapfrogged over all of the other people currently requesting the same thing. So you've tricked the exchange system into giving you much more exchange power, plus with none of the endless frustration and waiting. So increasing your priority through placing an impossible request in a very specific way gives you the freedom no other exchange formula can offer you. You actually use other people's lack of knowledge as a tool to quickly and easily get the exchange you want. The entire formula I've uncovered and perfected over the years, which I'm about to reveal to you, gives you the ability to go where you want, when you want, plus, talk about incredible, just picture it for yourself. Here you are sitting on the beach at your luxury resort, drink in hand, watching your family have the time of their lives, feeling awesome about yourself, when all of a sudden your best friend sitting next to you clinks glasses with you and smiles, happy to have been invited along. And he marvels at you. Well, how on earth are you able to get this 5-star resort with your timeshare? You were ready to give up on exchanging forever. What's up? Well, here's what's up. You now know an important part of the formula, the secret to working the exchange network that guarantees that you can get the exchanges you want year after year, going to all your favorite vacation spots, and do it all easily and effortlessly every time. These proven success tactics and so much more are yours for the taking starting today. I think that you'll agree that I've covered some really valuable tips with you today, and you may be feeling a bit overwhelmed or confused, and that's okay. Essentially, you have 2 choices. Regardless, you'll choose one of the 2 today. Choice 1, take the information in this presentation and try to go at it all alone. You never know. You may put all of the rest of the puzzle pieces together eventually on your own. Sure, it'll take you a lot longer, and there's no guarantee that you'll make it. Or there's choice 2, the savvy choice. The choice most everyone takes who is ready for successful exchanges. Let me now show you the smartest and most powerful and simple step-by-step solution to the timeshare exchange success you deserve. Why risk failure and frustration trying to figure out all of this by yourself when I've done all the hard work for you? I've put in the decades of research and put together the formula to timeshare exchange success, all with folks like you in mind. One that's been tested for years by thousands of successful exchange enthusiasts and proven to work guaranteed. It's called the Timeshare Exchange Bible. Hi, I'm Jeff Pierce, the creator of the Timeshare Exchange Bibles for RCI and Interval International, the world's first and only A to Z system that allows you to exchange into the best timeshare resorts worldwide with just one phone call. This tested, proven, and efficient blueprint for timeshare exchange success can work for any timeshare. Even if you have a low-demand resort or week, and especially if you've never exchanged before or can't plan in advance. So in other words, no matter what you own, you'll be guaranteed far better exchanges by applying the tips, techniques, strategies, and secrets found only in the Timeshare Exchange Bible. And even if you believe you've seen and tried everything. Now, to save your time and mine, let me be upfront and tell you what the Timeshare Exchange Bible is not, just so you know exactly what you're about to experience. The Timeshare Exchange Bible isn't the same instructions you've already seen in your exchange directory, which is basically just to bank early and request early. There's so much more to it. Or some flimsy little report with a few well-known recommendations that will do you little or no good. Or for someone who expects to call RCI or II in October and get Christmas in Hawaii. You've been lied to enough by unethical timeshare salespeople and those sleazy timeshare resale companies. This is the bona fide real deal. I've taken what I've learned in more than a quarter of a century in the industry, combined that with the knowledge I mined from RCI and II representatives, added to that what I've personally learned from making more than 50 of my own exchanges, and added to that what I've learned from analyzing the successful exchanges of 1,000 of my personal clients. And now, starting today, their success can be your success too. These success patterns I've studied and duplicated gives you the freedom to easily get the exchanges you want when you want with just one phone call, all while you renew your romance, bond with your family, enjoy new adventures, and exchange into the best resorts in the world so you can finally enjoy the fabulous vacations you absolutely deserve. Now, before we go one step further, it's only fair that I be 100% absolutely honest with you. If you're looking for that one-step magic pill timeshare exchange answer or another Timeshare for Dummies book that you already know will never ever work for you, then you need to close this video and perhaps pay a visit to www.fantasytimeshareexchangeland.com. The Timeshare Exchange Bible isn't pie-in-the-sky fantasy land nonsense. It's the real deal, and is only for folks like you who are really serious about getting the best exchanges. In short, there are no easy answers to exchanging your week, but the Timeshare Exchange Bible makes getting the exchanges you desire as easy as it gets. So if you're like most folks watching this presentation and you're 100% ready for real answers to getting the exchanges you desire, here's what you're going to receive. So if you really want to renew your romance, bond with your family, meet new people, enjoy new adventures, and relieve stress, all while enjoying the best vacations of your life, and without spending the entire year in frustration trying to get your exchange confirmed, then the Timeshare Exchange Bible isn't just a solution for you, it's the only solution for you. Here's what people who have already used the Bible are saying. Dren James wrote and said, "Before I only dreamed of Hawaiian and Caribbean vacations, I'm now taking my mother to Africa. You brought to light many methods of booking I had not considered." And Karen Aislinn said, "Your suggestions were immensely helpful, particularly with our plans to visit Hawaii. Although we have several timeshares, the trade process always seems to be rather complex." And Jace Horwitz said, "I feel very privileged to have what feels like insider trade secrets. The comment I received from II was, 'I see that you've done this before,' which of course was not true." So let's take a look at what you'll receive today inside the Timeshare Exchange Bible. On pages 35 through 44, you'll discover the many different ways to strategize a request, such as the straddle and the multiple region search. I call this the strategic request, and it guarantees you'll get the exchange you want. On page 14, you'll find the 7 criteria that determine your exchange power, which will give you an unfair advantage over other timeshare exchangers when it comes to supercharging your exchange power. On pages 39 through 40, you'll see a case study on how Rob and Kathy employed this strategic request to do one of the most difficult exchanges you'll ever encounter, getting Christmas week in a ski resort. On page 16, you'll find insider secret number 5, the brain-dead simple way you can increase your exchange power immediately, a method that works for virtually everyone who applies it. As you probably noticed by now, the Timeshare Exchange Bible is by far the easiest and fastest way to become an expert on mastering RCI or II in the market today, as it allows you the fastest way to get confirmed into the most desirable resorts in the world. And it goes without saying that this makes your life much easier. In fact, many Bible owners report they're getting the best exchanges ever in the shortest amount of time with just one phone call. And that's amazing considering they are seeing these results and experiencing vacations like these. Beach vacations, family vacations, golf vacations, vacations abroad, romantic vacations. Your favorite vacations go here, folks. Now, you may believe that a system that can do all of that for you and much more costs a pretty penny. And in all honesty, it really should. After all, this system has helped thousands of folks just like you enjoy some of the best times of their lives experiencing 5-star vacations. Now, I'll get to the price in just a few moments. First, I want to share a few other unique benefits this one-of-a-kind system will deliver to you. You'll discover the number one thing you must absolutely avoid saying at all costs when banking your week in order to see the results you desire. That's insider secret number 12 and is covered on page 20. You'll also discover some really clever ways to make planning your exchange an absolute blast. I've proven that exchanging a timeshare can and should be enjoyable, and I want to share those secrets with you too. Plus, I'll be revealing all of the exact steps, secrets, and specific times to do them so that you can make just one phone call to RCI or II and get the exchanges you really desire when you really, really want it. The price of either timeshare Bible sold by itself could easily be valued at $97. Yet you're not just receiving the Timeshare Exchange Bible today. Just for watching the presentation, I'd like to give you free of charge these value-added bonuses to help you enjoy your timeshare exchange vacations even more. Your first free gift is what to pack for any trip, how to make sure you never forget anything again. The last thing you want to have happen when you go on vacation is to get to your destination, unpack, and realize you forgot something. Whether it's an item that's expensive to replace but necessary or just an inconvenience, that'll never happen again if you use these handy packing lists. So whether you're going to vacation on the beach, snow skiing, taking the kids to Orlando, or traveling abroad, you'll have everything you need. This report is valued at $19.97, but it's yours free today. Your second free gift today is the Natural Disaster Preparedness Guide. The last thing on your mind when you leave for vacation is preparing for a natural disaster, but they happen all over the world and every single month of the year. This report contains what to do before, during, and after an earthquake, tsunami, or hurricane. You'll now be prepared with all of the information you need to comfortably and safely travel 12 months of the year to any area of the world you choose. The information in this guide could literally save your life and the lives of your family. This report is valued at $19.97, but it's yours free today. Your third free gift today is almost free, the Definitive Guide to Bargaining in Mexico. Now, this special report will save you hundreds of dollars while buying gifts and souvenirs in Mexico or any bazaar in the world. Now, the vendors on the beaches and shops in Mexico are some of the best salespeople anywhere at extracting the most money from you for their products. This valuable guide will put you on equal ground so you can get a fair price now. Valued at $14.97, it's yours free today. Now you can see why the Timeshare Exchange Bible is valued at $97. Even without the bonuses, this is a steal. And if you bought the Bible and all three bonuses by themselves, your total investment would be over $150. However, just for watching this presentation today, I have a much better deal coming your way. Just keep watching as it won't last much longer. Of course, you could choose to continue on the path you're on right now and pay 10, 20, maybe even 100 times this much money in the near future in the form of paying for hotel rooms because you can't get the exchanges you want, or for paying for those resort vacations you do take. Now, not the fabulous timeshare resorts. No, we're talking about the ones you're forced to buy because you can't get the exchanges you desire year after year. And let's not forget about the initial cost of your purchase and the yearly maintenance fees that just keep going on every year. That's a real killer. And neither of us wants to see that as your future, right? So let's just make this a really easy decision for today, okay? I feel you deserve to know why I'm about to offer you such a massive discount today. Now, not to sound too corny, but I have a dream, and it's really a cause, and I'd love for you to be a part of it, along with the thousands of other folks just like you who desire to reinvent their vacation lifestyle, reinvigorate their relationships, and to replace that horrible feeling that they made one of their worst financial decisions ever with knowing that from now on, they will be staying in luxurious villas all over the world. And above all, sharing those precious vacations they'll take in their lifetime with their family and friends. A few years ago, I set an inspiring goal. I dedicated myself to helping at least 1 million timeshare owners finally understand how to use their timeshare the way they originally intended, to see the world and keep taking great vacations for life. Since then, I've helped thousands and thousands of owners do far more than just understand the exchange process, yet I thought that was a good start because there are now tens of thousands of timeshare owners enjoying the best exchanges of their lives. Can you imagine it? How much more joy that has created? How many more happy family memories that have been made? I wanted to see timeshare owners that had spent thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars, take advantage of one of the biggest benefits of owning a timeshare now, exchanging it to other great locations around the world. How many other people would be inspired by this cause? The bottom line, I decided that I absolutely need to let as many folks as possible join in this cause, a cause I call 1 million exchanges strong. The good news? That means a much lower price for you because I want you to join the cause and I don't want finances to stop anyone. That means that today you will not be paying the retail value of the Timeshare Exchange Bible and the bonuses, not even close. So your investment today will not be $150. Not even half that. Not even $39. Your total investment today, which includes either the II Timeshare Exchange Bible or the RCI Timeshare Exchange Bible, and all three of the bonuses you see above you, is only one payment of $29.97. Now have a look below this video right now, and then click on the button below to lock in your discounted price today for only $29.97. And listen, don't decide right now. Take advantage of my unconditional triple guarantee. Just try either one of the Timeshare Exchange Bibles for yourself for a full 60 days. If you don't feel like you're equipped with the knowledge to get the exchanges you most desire in those 60 short days, or if you don't experience a much higher level of resort properties you exchange into, or even if you just don't like the way the books are designed, the font face I used, you name it, I'll gladly refund every penny. No questions, no hassles. Look below this video right now. Click on the button below to claim your discounted price now. You'll join thousands of other Timeshare Exchange Bible success stories like Sylvia and Francis. Sylvia wrote to say, "Since I do own more than one timeshare and do more than one exchange a year, your information on the differences between them was very helpful." And Francis said, "My previous attempts ended without success. I now understand the steps I need to take to complete a successful exchange." And then there's Anna and Mark. Anna said, "Jeff, thank you. We've struggled for years with the exchange system and we're ready to give up. We are now experts and we're glad we bought our timeshare." And Mark said, "I found Jeff Pierce to be an incredible resource. He's made the overall exchange process effortless. I'll be using the insider's information for years to come. Plus, if you act now before this presentation ends, I'll toss in this one-of-a-kind super bonus worth over $97. It's called The World's Best Resorts in RCI and II. Now that you're a master at exchanging your timeshare, you'll want to know which resorts are world-class. Whether you exchange with RCI or II, your report contains more than 140 of the best your exchange network has to offer, many of which you would not uncover on your own. They have the finest locations, accommodations, restaurants, and activities in the world. Staying in one of these top resorts will be an experience your family will never forget. Many of my clients exchange exclusively from these lists. Easily valued at $97, it's yours free today. You will receive the report that matches the Bible you choose, either RCI or II. So that brings your total value to over $247, yet today, if you act now, it's all yours for just one payment of only $29.97. Now remember, it's not just a great bargain you're getting. You'll be joining in on the biggest timeshare exchange movement in history, 1 million exchanges strong. You'll be a part of an ever-growing lifestyle-friendly exchange community, and you'll even make some wonderful friends along the way by taking part in our free community forum. Now click on the button below to claim your discounted price now. You'll be granted immediate access to everything, either the RCI Timeshare Exchange Bible or the II Timeshare Exchange Bible, and all the bonuses, plus your free super bonus worth $97 just for taking immediate action today. Now here's what will happen the moment you click the button below this video. First, you'll be taken to our 100% secure checkout page. So when you see this, you know you're in the right place. At the top, you'll see that you're ordering it from ClickBank, a company that's processed hundreds of millions of dollars in transactions, and it's 100% secure. It's protected by McAfee and Norton. Your order details will be to the right of that, showing whether you ordered the II edition of the Bible or the RCI edition. All you need to do is just fill in all of your information and click the Pay Now button at the bottom. Then after you order, you can select the add-ons you prefer to help you get started enjoying your timeshare even more. Then on the page that says Thank you for your order, simply click on the OK button. It'll look like this. You will now have immediate access to your purchase from ClickBank. It'll look like this. And finally, you'll create your members-only account to access all your products. It's that simple. Remember, you've been struggling with exchanging your timeshare for far too long, and the pain of continuing in a state of inaction will only lead to more despair, more frustration, and continued suffering, either bad exchanges or no exchanges. Yet all of this can change the moment you begin applying the quick start principles in the Timeshare Exchange Bible formula. Now picture the moment you finally have the answer you've been looking for and begin the path to experiencing the best vacations of your life. You feel alive, full of hope and optimism. You're living the luxury resort lifestyle and enjoying every second of it. You're experiencing a sense of peace, vitality, and the relationship-renewing vacations you deserve at long last. Yes, it's true. Your failure to get the exchanges you really desire up until today has largely been no fault of your own. It's true you've been lied to by your salesperson, the timeshare resale companies, and the false promises no one stands behind. However, today marks your day to take responsibility, to take the action necessary to put an end to the lies, misinformation, and confusion, and begin anew on a true lifestyle-friendly timeshare exchange plan that simply works. And unlike those phony solutions, this one is guaranteed to work. Try it first for 60 full days and see the results you desire. Pay absolutely nothing. Plus, you're always minutes away from an answer from our friendly support staff. Now, immediately after you order, you need to download this, either the Timeshare Exchange Bible for RCI or the Timeshare Exchange Bible for II. Then flip to page 5 so you can dive in ASAP and get started seeing amazing results today. Now remember, along with your Timeshare Exchange Bible, the world's first and only A to Z system of how to exchange into the best resorts in RCI or II with just one phone call, you'll also be receiving what to pack for any trip. These handy packing lists make sure you never forget anything again, whether you're going skiing, to the beach, Orlando, or Europe. The Natural Disaster Preparedness Guide. You and your family will now be prepared to safely travel the world and know what actions to take if unexpectedly caught in a life-threatening situation. Almost Free, the definitive guide to bargaining in Mexico. A book that will save you a fortune when shopping in the markets, bazaars, and on beaches anywhere in the world. And my super bonus, the world's best resorts in RCI and II, so you'll never, ever guess which resorts offer the best vacation experience in the timeshare exchange world. Just do not put this off 1 second longer. Here's why. First, as you recall, I lowered the price by over a half just so you can jump in now. Yet eventually I'm going to raise that price back up to where it really deserves to be. So act now before that happens. And also, you don't want to feel left out of my super bonus, the absolute best resorts in RCI or II, caps out its membership quota. Only the first comers will be guaranteed access to it. Everyone else will be out of luck. And let's not forget, unless you take action now, today, you may never take action. I mean, you may do what some people do, and put it off just a few more days, which will turn into months and then years. So let's make sure you get what you really want and do the only smart thing you can. Take advantage of this limited time offer while you still can, and wisely get on the right path to a sane, simple, and friendly journey to getting the great exchanges you deserve today. Click the button below and let's get you started now. You still there? If you're still watching, I bet you still have some questions. Now, here are some of the most common questions I get and the answers to help you out. Can I really do this with just one phone call? Well, yes, you can. That's the nice thing about my system. I mean, you will spend time beforehand strategizing your requests so that when you do call your exchange company, you will normally spend less than 10 minutes with them and hang up knowing that you'll get confirmed to the resort you want. I've never understood how to exchange. Is there a large learning curve with your system? Well, most timeshare owners are confused about the exchange process, so don't feel alone. I mean, it's one of the biggest complaints in the industry. Doing any timeshare exchange is much different than making a hotel reservation, even though your salesperson told you it was easy. While there is a learning curve, both Bibles are laid out in a logical, clearly written, and easy-to-follow sequence, so you can get up and running the day you read them. I've never had success with RCI or II before. How can you guarantee it? Well, I've already helped thousands of timeshare owners get better exchanges with the Bible. I mean, they are the proof. Plus, the Bible comes with a no questions asked money-back guarantee for any reason if you don't find this the absolute best information anywhere on exchanging. Is the money-back guarantee really unconditional? Yes. I'm already getting good exchanges. Well, I'll get better ones. Yes, without a doubt. I mean, if you already know every trick and strategy I've mined out of RCI and II and thousands of my owners in the last quarter of a century, I mean, you don't need the Bible and you'll get your money back. Will it work with any timeshare, even bad ones? Yes, the Timeshare Exchange Bible will help to get you the best exchanges regardless if you own a top-of-the-line or bottom-of-the-barrel resort. And you'll need even more help if you don't own a highly demanded resort or week. Can I really get more exchange power from applying the tips? Absolutely. Many timeshare owners unknowingly damage their exchange power, and the tips and strategies the Bible provides assures you will never happen to you again. I own in a brand name, highly demanded resort and have never gotten a good exchange. Will the Bible help? Yes, it will enormously. I mean, the better quality you own, the more power you have to play with. I mean, if you already own a great resort and aren't getting the best exchanges, a whole new world is about to open to you. I've been lied to ever since I bought my timeshare. I mean, how do I know I can trust you? You don't. I mean, that's why you have 60 days to see if I'm blowing hot air. If you don't think the Timeshare Exchange Bible is the absolute best information on exchanging your timeshare, period, you can request your money back with just one click. I mean, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Will I be able to plan less in advance now? Yes, but, I mean, obviously many different factors affect how far in advance you have to plan to get what you want. And a big part of the Timeshare Exchange Bible is how to go about placing your request to ensure that you'll get what you want. It's called the strategic request and covers both what to do if you need to get confirmed quickly or if you have time to plan. Will I be able to get a bigger unit than the one I have? That's easy. Most Bible owners get bigger units than they deposit if they want. The Bible lays out the strategies on how to do that. Is there an additional cost if I get a bigger unit than the one I own? No, none. Will it work with off-season weeks? Yes, the Bible works well with any week or resort. Will it work with non-Gold Crown or non-Premier resorts? Yes. You especially need the help the Bible provides if you don't own a Gold Crown or a Premier resort. Will I get into Hawaii or Caribbean even if I don't own a high-demand resort? Yes. Once you apply the secrets and strategies contained in the Bible, you'll be packing your bags for that tropical vacation you've always desired. Well, how flexible do I have to be? Well, good question. As little or as much as you desire. By applying everything in the Bible, you can be less flexible and get the exchange you want. Can I really exchange into a Four Seasons, Hyatt, or a Disney? Yes, but within reason. Most timeshare owners will be able to get an exchange into these highly desirable resorts if they follow the Bible's recommendations. But if you own a dump of a resort and want Christmas week in the Beaver Creek Hyatt with 2 months advance reservation, the Bible is not for you. Will I have special privileges with RCI or II if I buy your book? No. You will, however, now know more about the exchange process and how to get a great exchange than the RCI or II vacation counselor you'll be speaking to. So remember, along with your Timeshare Exchange Bible, the world's first and only A to Z system of how to exchange into the best resorts in RCI and II with just one phone call, you'll also be receiving what to pack for any trip. These handy packing lists make sure you never forget anything again, whether you're going skiing to the beach, Orlando, or Europe. The Natural Disaster Preparedness Guide. You and your family will now be prepared to safely travel the world and know what actions to take if unexpectedly caught in a life-threatening situation. Almost Free, the definitive guide to bargaining in Mexico. A book that will save you a fortune when shopping in the markets, bazaars, and on beaches anywhere in the world. And my super bonus, the world's best resorts in RCI and II, so you'll never ever guess which resorts offer the best vacation experience in the timeshare exchange world. Click the button below and let's get you started now.